Hello people, so once again we got a decent chapter of One Piece. Although I have to say it's incredibly quick. So we start off in the real world, thankfully we actually get to see what happens with Luffy going in Gear 4, Power Man at least for now, going up against Katakuri, and it's looking good at the beginning. He's landing a few blows, he lands King Kong gun, it sends, I guess he was able to block, I guess a little bit, but he sends him flying through a structure in the mirror world, the same structure he tried to suffocate Luffy with in the previous chapter. In comes Luffy again with the Rhino Schneider, and Katakuri was taking a second thing or two to think about it. Luffy kind of reveals that Katakuri has a weakness because obviously before Luffy's attacks were able to bypass him. This time they weren't, and maybe it's something to do with armor and hockey. Because maybe because obviously he has armor and hockey and it's offensive. But he kind of reveals observation hockey to foresee the future, and he has to have a clear mind in order to do that. So he got caught off guard, and that's where Luffy struck. So he got the Rhino Schneider, mostly the same attacks he dealt to Doflamingo. It kept him sent flying. He comes in again, I guess with the Kong organ, the same attack he used against Cracker didn't have an effect. Didn't have an effect on Katakuri because he was using his Mochi now. And he's getting his thoughts together. So okay, now I get it. You attacked me because I was distracted, so I can't predict where you're gonna come next if my head isn't clear. So that's kind of revealed. On top of that, Katakuri reveals you're the first person ever hit me like this. First person that hit Katakuri, not just Luffy. May have lost some limbs. It looks like because you see an arm, you see two arms go missing. So I don't know what happens there. All you see is Katakuri using his second level armor and hockey, and Luffy goes flying, crashing into a wall. That's pretty much where that sequence ends. We go over to, and this is something that's kind of irks me a little bit because we didn't really get a lot of development, with the exception of we go to, I guess, Coco Island, where I guess that's the rendezvous point. We see Pound there trying to get into see, I guess, Chiffon. Nobody let him in because obviously putting a strict orders to not let anybody in, regardless of who it is. You got Oven there, and I knew somebody from the Big Mom Palace was actually going to show up. The question I have is if Sanji's going to have a one-on-one fight, who do you think is going to step up? Because right now, Oven is punishing Pound, and Sanji can hear the screams, but he's not paying attention to it. He's paying attention to making the cake. He's got word that the Straw Hats are coming to him, his talking to Brule, unaware that Sanji's right next to her, so that could work in Sanji's favor. So Pudding's helping making the cake social farm, where okay the red flags are going up because Brule once again saying there's no way Luffy's gonna deal with Katakuri. There's no way he's gonna defeat. He's undefeated, and even Pudding have to say that. Aren't you worried because Katakuri is not normal? He's over a billion berry bounty, and Sanji with all the faith in the world that Luffy says, well, I guess today will be the first defeat that he has. So Sanji believes in his captain. I don't know what Luffy's going to do now, because if Katakuri goes on the offense, it's just a matter of time before Power Man runs out, and we know what happens after that. So either he switches modes in Gear 4, which I stated in my discussion, or an attack that can take out Katakuri, which I doubt is going to happen now. So I like this because now it adds a little twist. Now, before, Luffy had the advantage. Now, not so much. But he still has the faith. And we end with the Straw Hats, I guess, on the way to Coco Island. They're unaware that they're being targeted, but nobody's following them. And Nami thinks it's a trap, which could be. Remember, Perospero. But they also got word that Big Mama's are heading to Nuts Island. So that's going to buy him some time. Maybe we'll see what she's doing next week, because obviously she's on her Hunger Cravens again. So now this is going to provide an opening for the Straw Hats to meet up with Coco. And with the Sea Slugs, I guess the Sea Slugs that were transmitting signals to actually locate some of the ships that come by while we're being blocked because at Praline, I guess the mermaid fish lady from Jinbei's crew. I think she was singing, but she was able to block the signals that were emitted from the Sea Slugs. I think that's what happens. So that's why they couldn't detect the Straw Hats. And you ask these, what's going on here? So And you had Jinbei referencing where his crew was, so I thought that was kind of cool. They haven't left yet, which we knew they wouldn't. So I wonder what's going to happen next. You also have the Vince Mercs on the way. I said this before, and I'll say it again. Where the hell is Commander Smoothie? The more I think about the cover story about the Long Leg Tribe, the more I think that Smoothie, the only person that could cause putting, in my opinion, problems is Smoothie, because she can appear out of nowhere. Because who's going to stop her? If you know where she is right now, she could tangle with the Vince Mercs. I'd love to see a rematch with Reiju. Personally, I don't know if she can match that. We'll see. But I definitely like this chapter. Very short, very direct, and the big issue now is where does Luffy go from here? Because if Pound Man isn't enough, what do you do? Luffy can't eat himself to death, and he doesn't like mochi. That's first off. So we're not going to see Tank Man again until either we get a new mode, like I stated, or Luffy's going to be kicked around for the rest of this fight, and we have 9 hours left before the rendezvous. So there's still a bit of time left. So I like this chapter. That's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Like this review if you did appreciate that. Comment down what you thought about this chapter. Subscribe to the channel. Catch you guys later. Bye.